It's the Cary Coatney comic book note show, special holiday edition, number 16. I did Christmas week shopping, so I figured I wasn't gonna buy much of anything for anybody. No, too late to send gifts out, but I bought two couple gifts for my nieces out here. The oldest and the youngest one. I wish I had time to go buy some gifts for my nieces in the Midwest. They live out in Nebraska, but I don't know. Do they have AMC theaters out there? I don't know. I had to go to another store and pick up this. I was missing this one. It's not important that I do miss an issue because they're all self-contained little stories in there. You know, it's an anthology series, so no big loss if I didn't get this. So I just had like 5 others to read, but some I can't miss out on this EC stuff. EC Revival that Ani does. They do a damn good job on it, so I had to pick that up. So I got a stack of books, a small stack, only 28 books. Marvels that were missing last week came in, and there's this week's Marvels that came in. So just get it all, so I don't have to worry about anything but till next month. So Fire and Ice Necron from a movie that I need to watch again one of these days. I remember seeing it in one of those movies I saw before departing New Jersey to California. It was a Ralph Bakshi animated film. Really loved it. So the series is really slow. It's I don't know how late this one is, but they had a ongoing series, and I guess it didn't really work out because it only got up to 3 issues. So there's that independent pile. There we go. Picking up from where what was it? One World Under Doom is this little epilogue, I guess. Well, it's a massive epilogue because it costs $6.99. That's a Marvel book right there. Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman meets Absolute Batman, number 15. DC. Wow. One of the couple subjects, one subject that have been bugging me, I've been reading about today, is the dividing ranks, distributors on what's going to happen with Free Comic Book Day in 2026. For some reason the name Free Comic Book Day is held up in some legal battle because Diamond owned it, and the Lunar and Random House Penguin are fighting over the rights to use it. But they're calling it for the moment something different, like the first Saturday in May and what have you. And so far, there's 26 titles on board. Marvel, I'll show you in a minute. Ani is some reason is going to put the old logo on top of their book for some reason. I don't know what the legalities of it is, but we're not calling it anything else but Free Comic Book Day. So there is Absolute Superman number 14. I read 10, 11, 12, 13 last night. I should read this one tonight. So to get the Catacomb of the Torment. So there's that. Batman Beyond and Static Shock. There's DC there. Detective Comics 1104. Yeah. Green Lantern teams up with Batman. I read the last issue, number 29 of this. This is number 30, but 29 had a good old-fashioned Green Lantern and Green Arrow team up, and it was a pretty good one. I liked it. The Jerry Adams just, he understands both characters so well, and the repartee between the two was pretty well handled. Amazing Spider-Man 18. Where is this? I don't know where we are in this. It's Queen Goblin and some other Goblin Mook. Superman 33 is a fight issue between Lex Luthor and the Demon. Don't know where Superman is in this book. It's his book, but apparently it's just around between Lex Luthor and the Demon. So I guess it's Lex Luthor month or fight month. That's a DC book. Exo Man of War, number 4, Valiant Beyond. Goes into the independent pile. Okay, I thought this was going to be an ongoing series, but apparently it's only a 4-issue series. Black Panther, the Intergalactic, picking up where, gee whiz, what was that stupid thing I read? And whatever, Invasion, whatever it was. Ah, jeez. I read the title like a month ago. I can't remember the name of it. That's what happens, man. When you're in your early 60s and you can't remember freaking books that you just read. Got a problem going on. Moral Thor number 5. I rather like this title. Al Ewing takes the next level where he brings back Sigmund, the guy who was that Ron Frenz and Tom DeFalco created. It was fun. This is not a Thor. This is not a Thor to be trifled with. He just he does some serious damage to his enemies. X-Men Book of Revelation 3. This is the final issue of this little excursion, duty, whatever. Here we go. Oh man, it's just so much value packed in this in Justice League Unlimited, but it's so always heavy. You use heavy stock for a $3.99 book. It's impressive, man. It's mind blowing, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't care, but it's a bargain. Who is this guy? It's a DC KO tie-in, and is this Hawkman? I don't know, man. But it's Dan Mora, you don't care. Everybody loves Dan Mora. Capes number 2. I cannot wait for season 5 of Invincible. I'm gonna love it. Oops. That. Let's go to this. Hey, Creep Show. Just in time for Christmas. Unfortunately, I think the Christmas issue came out a few weeks ago before this. I know there's a Christmas one shot, and this is the volume 4, issue 4. I don't know why they just why ask why? Why is the Creep Show not an ongoing series? They keep doing it in volumes, but I guess it sells better that way. 1776. Where's that, Marvel? Someone was saying it's okay. There's a same writer, creator Babylon 5, J. Michael Straczynski. I don't know. who wrote 1776. Next 2 months, the Avengers are going to be it's going to be a big 800 issue celebration, which heralds the return of Brian Michael Bendis writing a Avengers tale. I guess the Marvel book that put him on the map, or Daredevil did. Speaking of Daredevil versus Punisher, number 2. This is one of the holdouts from last week. Moon Knight. This is the final issue of this series. It gets retitled Mark Spector, Moon Knight again. Not really excited about that. Let's see, and they shorted me a bag and board, but that's okay because I have an extra one up here. So, Radioactive Spider-Man. This is the third and final issue of this. That's a Marvel book. All right. Pause. I'm gonna pause here. Well, someone's got to sit down with me and learn how to work this film properly. I want to switch the picture from me to this. Got the one in the catalogs. Someone was in the store bitching about not getting the catalogs. That the catalog should be inserted with all the customers' orders. This guy went on a whole tangent in the store about it, and I mean, I think it's a bonus if you get one, a physical copy. Otherwise, you just look it up online. This guy apparently doesn't know how to do that. To go look on Bleeding Cool or Heidi McDonald's site, the Comics Beat, or what have you. I mean, my sources are, I go to whatever comics forum guy prints up a list every week on what books are shipping that week, and he updates it. He even puts an update on it. So if he puts it up 2 weeks before the books are released, and then as the time goes, the week flies by, and then he updates or tweaks to it. He'll put it as 1 week out. And then I check out Comics with Viewer, a guy who goes through all the covers every week of every company, almost every company, but he always leaves the Valiants out, and what have you. And I double check. You don't need the physical book. It's just nice to have to share with you people instead of looking at it online. Yeah, I mean it's. It's first come, first serve, buddy. So what's going on here? Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon. This isn't like something I want to get. Not really. I'm not into Wolverine, but Chip Zdarsky is writing it. The same guy who's writing Captain America now. It has something to do with Captain America. So it's 2 of 4. I didn't latch on to number 1. I don't know. I still got time. If I see it in solicitations, but Captain America reaches number 8. Wherever he's formed an alliance with the Laverian Liberators, and something got to do something with Dr. Doom. They had a nice fight, Dr. Doom and Captain America, like sometime in World War II. It was okay. Wonder Man. You're really excited about the limited series coming out on Disney Plus on early January. I think it's January 7th. I guess to whet your appetite until Daredevil Born Again Season 2 starts, which is on March 7th. So this is with the fancy gimmick they got going with the blind bags, which fits Daredevil like a glove. Been hearing a lot of controversy about this book. Stephanie Phillips turns around. I had a discussion with this with one of my coworkers, who also reads comics. Says, you think that Matt Murdock as a law professor is really going to fly. I mean, yeah, well, that's what writer Stephanie Phillips is bringing to the game. All the fancy variant covers. Mysterio is in it. Okay, now I'm intrigued because Mysterio was in the Kevin Smith. I don't know what's going on. Why is Echo in this? Why is Elektra in this? Kingpin is in it. I think it's just a tribute issue. Century, written by Paul Jenkins, the guy who wrote the first couple miniseries. I might be into it because seeing how the first one is like $135 on Hip Comic right now. Yeah. Oh, here's the big thing I was talking about. This is where Brian Michael Bendis returns to the fold, contributing a story to this huge 800 issue, which is, wait a minute. Oh, maybe this is not the issue. Number 36. It seems like it's a regular. Well, man, it's supposed to be a secret, but it leaked out. Fantastic Four movie prequel. Dan Slott. I thought he was exclusive with DC now. Why is he going back to Marvel and writing stuff for? I thought when you sign an exclusive contract, it means you're exclusive to the company. I don't know. Alias, Red Band, number 1 of 5, Return Jessica Jones. Not if it's written by Sam Humphries. No way. That's not his area expertise. So I'm curious about this one, X-Men United. What is this? It's a $4.99 book. And this is written by Eve Ewing. Is she related to Al Ewing? Is that her are they brother or sister or husband and wife? I don't know. Maybe there's no relation. Moonstar. Anybody? I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, Moonstar. Yeah, I don't know. I know. You know, my Native American friend Zach will probably be into it. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it to his attention. Generation X-23 number 2. Jody Hauser, writer. Cyclops. We do with all these DC. I mean these X-Men spin-offs. Magic Colossus, Rogue 3, Wade Wilson, Deadpool. Wow. It's anyway just to milk it. Storm's Earth, Mightiest Mutant, Inglorious X-Force number 3. This is the book. Yeah, I heard about this. I think this will be the book of the month for me. It's X-Men 25. Uncanny X-Men 25, written by Gail Simone, or artwork by David Marquez, and it's $5.99, 32 pages. That can't be right. But it's the Uncanny X-Men versus the Legion of Monsters from the 1970s. I don't know what the story is, but it's, you know, Legion of Monsters consisted of Frankenstein's monster, Werewolf by Night, the Amphibian. I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. I used to love that character. The Living Mummy, and more as the team fight to save the souls of 2 X-Men. I am so down with this. I can't wait for this one. I mean, the cover just sells me. You know, Wolverine versus Werewolf by Night. Yeah, I'm so in. X-Men 26, Jed McKay, and 27. We got 2 issues coming out this month. The alternative month, the next month will probably be 2 issues of Uncanny X-Men. Wolverine 17. And here's Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral crossover event with Spidey fighting I don't know, some whacked out variations of Venom. I'm not. I don't like. I'm not gonna. This is not gonna entice me to buy Venom. I mean, of course, I'll read the Spider-Man related titles. I hate that. I hate company crossovers. I mean, the only one I really, really, really liked was back in the '70s when Avengers and Defenders fought each other. But going in, the legacy issue. Issues 23, 24, and 25. I mean, 3 Amazing Spider-Man issues out that month. Wow. And they're all $4.99. But the legacy is it's legacy issues leading up to issue 1,000, and I imagine it's going to be a big a foofara. Is that the right word? Or it's going to be a big soiree. That's what I was thinking of. A big soiree. Ultimate X-Men 15, Endgame 4, and for some reason they rescheduled the final issue of Ultimate Spider-Man 24 to come out in February, I guess to wrap everything up. Ultimate's 22, 23. This is in a hurry to go away because it's only 2 issues away from 24, which will be the end point of that. Godzilla Infinity War. It's Godzilla versus Galactus. Oh no. Mark Spector Moon Knight 2. Punisher. How many Punisher series do we need? Red Band. The Marvel Knights, and now this. Don't want to feel like it's the 1970s again. You had to buy, or the 80s, or the 80s, where you had to buy 3 different freaking Punisher titles, War Journal, and whatever you had. Not Deadly Hands at Kalun. Now, I guess I didn't get last month's catalog because it's the new Iron Fist. And let's see what happens. It's only $3.99. I can't lose with $3.99. Iron Man 3. It's a $4.99 book now. I don't like that. Look, so these 3 essentials I have to collect are Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk. Wherever the hardcore Avengers. Would make up the superheroes. My reading habit's always been what I remember watching for the first time on TV was Marvel superheroes cartoons, and I always go for the hardcore heroes like Submariner, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America. I have to have those ones. Those are essential to me. And of course, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four were they're 60 animated series counterparts. So I always think those are very important books for me to always keep up with. Null's 3 of 5. Null with Thanos. Okay. Cyclops Ninja. No, that's something. New Avengers, I believe it's the final issue of this. Sam Humphries. It's not bad. I just find Sam Humphries to be a clown. I'm watching those DC talk shows where he was always on, and he's always like he smoked a bowl before coming on to whatever to talk about whatever, but here's the one, Imperial Guardians. Let's see how this goes. It's written by Dan Abnett, who wrote the original, the Guardians of the Galaxy, ones, the characters that got made, and, you know, that were focused on the movie. So this might be something about. I can see his Cosmic Ghost Rider. What is that? The Cho, Amadeus Cho, She-Hulk. I don't know. Is this Carol Danvers? I don't know. And you got Dark Hawk. It looks fun. Yeah. Nova Centurion, and I'm reading Nova Centurion. Black Panther and the Galactic. X-Men annuals are coming out. Maybe not. I don't know. Next. Thor 8, yes. Mortal Thor. Fantastic Four number 9, Return of Malice. And Invincible Woman. I don't know. Two Hulk titles. Hulk Smash Everything and Inferno Hulk. Both $3.99 goodness. What's going on with Doctor Strange number 4? I don't know. But it seems something to do with angels and dark elves. Maybe Malekith will be making an appearance. We'll see. It's because it takes place in Asgard, right? Sorcerer Supreme. The End. Black Cat. Written by G. Willow Wilson, who currently writes Poison Ivy for the Distinguished Competition. It's Mary Jane and it's Venom. I think that's so fucking lame, that idea. Another reason why I'm not reading Venom, because of the whole Mary Jane thing. You just exhaust yourself out of ideas. You have to make Spidey's supporting characters into superpowered characters. Oh, that's interesting. Phoenix: The Untold Story. Big $6.99 facsimile. I remember this coming out, but I thought it was a reprint story. But apparently, it's a whole new one. It was a all new one shot, and it features the original, uncensored, never before published conclusion to the saga of the Phoenix. Huh? Maybe I should take a gander at that. I have to call up my old roommate Mark and tell him about this. Silver Surfer 1. I've been meaning to get those task cham books. I mean, they're not these giant, huge, thick coffee table books. And I noticed that there were there's two versions you can buy. It's a slip-cased, real heavy paper, glossy, heavy, and it slips in the slipcase. That's like a $600 book for each one. Then there's the lesser one, without the slipcase, and it's printed on, lesser quality paper, but still good paper, because I thumbed through them. That's $200. Now they got the little miniature ones. I mean, a regular size hardcover book, they retail for $120. And, it's got the ads and the letter columns and such, and they keep lowering the prices on these things, and they're nice, they're beautiful books. So Dungeons of Doom, picking up from where the Will of Doom leaves off. I guess it's going to have to be some kind of moratorium now on Dr. Doom having his own book. And no, pass. Planet Apes and Fantastic Four. No, enough already. I got the Gargoyle ones and Fantastic Four, but only because Greg Weisman wrote them, But this is not. It's dumber and dumber. Marvel characters should fuck with the 20th century character. It's just wrong. It's its own thing, man. I mean, why not have Marvel characters team up with Star Wars characters? Why not do that? Don't give me any ideas. Shadow of Maul. is coming as an animated series to Disney Plus. Tales of Shadow, like in the cinema format, the Tales. It's going to be Tales of just Shadow. Okay, here are the freebies for Free Comic Book Day. Where they're going to call it Comics Giveaway Day. Marvel's calling theirs Comics Giveaway Day, and there's 4 of them. And I bet the one that will be the one to be most requested, if I'm judging by my my co-worker peers, will be the Alien Predator and Planet of the Apes #1. Spidey's Amazing Friends making its 4th or 5th consecutive appearance. Avengers and X-Men, and Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1000, and Queen in Black. And I'm gonna have to read it. I hope that's just a prelude to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1000. I hope that's just a prelude to it, not the actual issue. Because I'd rather have a big, thick, $10 book of 1,000 than a freebie. We'll see what happens. What else we got in here? Star Wars. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't see that on my bingo card. Star Wars, the newspaper strips omnibus. Wow, that looks fun. Holy, $125. Wow, do anybody remember the Star Wars strips? That were I used to deliver the evening paper. I believe not on Parsippany or the Morristown Daily Record, but there was an evening paper. I forgot what the name was. It came out, and there was always the Star Wars strip in it, and that was worth just buying the stands for that, man. Wow. Yeah, 1979. Herald Examiner, I think, was I delivered. Anyway, Ultraman. Wow, that's a Captain America. Frank Robbins. I always get into these little series of telltales. Someone who ever posts a Captain America Frank Robbins cover, it kind of gives me bad childhood memories, because that was an artist I did not like on Captain America. And he was throughout my 5th and 6th grade issues. I remember always excited to buy Captain America and the Falcon because of the beautiful John Romita covers on there. But you turn the inside, and it's Frank Robbins, guy who draws Captain America so puny. But this is the thing, though. Frank Robbins also drew the Roy Thomas penned The Invaders, which had Submariner, the Human Torch, Toro, and Captain America. Now, I like that version that Frank Robbins did of Captain America because it was the 40s era, and it looks like a 40s comic, where Captain America looked a little lanky back in the day, when Jack Kirby first drew him. He looked a little, not string bean, but, just not that hugely enhanced. But when in the 60s and 70s, I liked my Captain America with more meat on his bones, which was always drawn by either Sal Buscema or John Romita. But anyway, your mileage may vary. What's this Daredevil one? That's Naxenti's run. Ultimate Comics X-Men. Alright. It's fun. These Age of Revelations are coming on trade paperback. Maybe I'll pick up a couple, 1 or 2 that I just didn't bother to buy. I don't know. Let's see. Mortal Thor being collected. These are trade paperback. Eventually, every time you buy a series. You invest yourself in a series. The 4 or 5 months or 6 months later, it's gonna be collecting trade paperback. And Star Wars Visions. I like that series. I'm gonna be watching the third season finale this weekend. Been a lot. They've been a little bit longer than usual. I mean, usually those episodes only run like 10 to 12 minutes. These ones have been over like 20, 25 minutes, and they're interesting. Uncle Scrooge, Mighty Duck. I don't see. Okay, the one Epic Collection. Where's those? There's none being solicited this month. You know those compact ones? I guess not. I guess we have there's plenty available. Okay, well, that's it, man. I'm gonna wish you all happy holidays, and 2026 hopefully be better, more. Fun story. Before I go, wow, I had a call today at work. This guy who wrote this movie for Apple TV. And you know, tonight is the Powerball. Which $1.7 billion. Anyway, I get this call from this guy who wrote this movie, Family Plan 2. He's calling me at work. Is hey, Mr. Cary Coatney? He goes, yeah. I was just going to ask you. I got this check. In the mail today, and yeah, and it says it's $1 million. It's $1 million and almost $1.4 million. Okay, what's the problem? I don't know what I was saying. I have never had a call like this before either. The writer said, I don't think this check is real. I think this is. I mean, are you kidding me? Because he said he only got paid like $80,000 for the first one. This is Family Plan number 2, and well, we found out what the reason was because Apple TV and Skybound. I mean, it's not Skybound. Skydance. Right, the company that they're the guy whose owner is buddy with the fuckface Feldman, and they made a deal. I guess where Apple paid 5 years rights to air the movie strictly to be seen on the platform and that platform only. You can't find it in theaters. You can't find it on DVD. You can't find it a la carte or of iTunes. You can't find it there. And so I talked to my supervisor, and that's what he told me. And because I told him, I'll call you back and research this and see if we're on the level. So I researched it. I went into the boss's office and discussed it. And it was all legit, and I had to call him back and say, Mr. My name was Craig. Craig, guess what? Got news for you. And he's like, and you hear like the lump in his throat, and he goes, yeah. So this check is not real. I goes, no, it's real. The good news is you don't have to buy a Powerball ticket tonight. But you got your cut. It's like a $1.5 million check. You believe that, man? You ever? I never saw the check physically. It was an electronic transfer thing. But that guy's Christmas was made. Anyway, next I'll probably cut. I'll talk to you guys next month sometime. Night.